Hello peeps, welcome back. Second multi-stream, hopefully lessons learned from yesterday. I actually went and looked back at the footage on YouTube and it looked fine, actually. The app was giving me more headaches that I'm using, called Caffeinated by Castellabs, because it was actually suggesting that that things weren't going as well as they did, which I think is horseshit. And, well, the evidence is there to suggest that's actually the case. Now, one quick little adjustment to the volume is and a little bit of an improvement there. Hey, yes, all right, we're good. So, yeah, today we're doing more Le Mans Ultimate dailies. This is not going to be lasting forever, I assure you. All I'm doing right now is racking up enough safety ranks so I can get into the weekly races and eventually silver. And therefore get into the multi-class stuff, the stuff that I'm actually frankly interested in, and not, you know, paying my dues playing these daily races, because these daily races are not really, in my opinion at least, what this game is about. This game is about endurance racing in multi-class, and doing single class is not really doing it any favors. Now, one thing I'm going to adjust very quickly, actually no, I don't want to lose too much time here. I'm going to register, and I'm going to give the Corvette a go today, since the force feedback improvements have made it into a car I actually want to drive. I'm still looking for the difference between these two, by the way. If anyone has any clues, I assume there's going to be one difference at some point that I have missed, that I can't see in the model there. And honestly, I can't be bothered. So I'm gonna, because I had many audio bug issues with this game, I'm gonna turn the number of effects down further. Gonna go down to rudimentary 80. Rudimentary, arbitrary 80, rudimentary. Mixing up my words. All right. Let's have a little bit of practice, so I can get into the spirit of this car and remind myself to run the qualify map and the qualification map. Although on this track, I don't know. Traction can be a little bit problematic sometimes, on cold tires especially. The other thing is to reduce the brake pressure. But yeah, the force feedback improvements, as noted yesterday towards the end of the stream, has actually made this car good, because I don't know if I explained it correctly, but it felt like there was like a trough here in the force feedback, and when I was getting in the middle, there was like nothing, and then suddenly ramp up, boom, lots of feedback, and I found that very disconcerting and very hard to drive around. And that is not how I like things to be in my force feedback. Oh, okay. I thought for a second the server was not gonna launch, or I was getting kicked out of the game. So yeah, we're gonna see if the Corvette is worth the effort. I remember from driving it at Spa, it's a tricky car. It is very on the nose, and it does like to swap end at times. But I find that, personally, kind of endearing. Because I like my car being a bit on the nose. I certainly prefer it to understeer. Okay, 35 liters should be good. On setup. Wheels and brakes. 96% on the brakes there. The brake power. Brake force.
Okay, Steve.
Pedal force,
5 minutes
whatever.
to go. 5 minutes left.
I'm also very partial to this thing's wing mirrors, which is completely arbitrary and meaningless, but look. I get it. It's a bit of it's a bit of a copy of Lamborghini's homework, but of all the stuff to copy, that was the right stuff to copy.
With the car approaching, watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line. Yellow flag sector 2.
Oh dear, that's a
Let's
pack.
get some heat into them. Sector 2
And a fellow Corvette.
got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
Hello, mate. Hello, love. That's a horrible impression. I will never do that again.
Sector 1 is now green. Yellow flag, sector 3.
Qualifying map, baby.
We can see Greenwood has stacked it. Sector 3 is
Not
clear.
the line. Not the line, sir.
Incident in sector 1. Yellow flag.
Oh, lady. I don't know.
I think P2's binned it. Sector 1 is clear.
God, though, this car sounds fucking horrible. That's just something that needs to be noted. Of all the good things I have to say about this car, I think it looks great. It drives great. Sounds horrific. By the way, the album we're listening to, I just bought today on Bandcamp. £1 was the asking price. I felt bad,
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3
so
is
I paid
yellow.
2, which isn't a lot, but holy shit, that's a good price. And if you don't know, Rabbi Masad is a YouTuber.
Green flag in sector
He's pretty
3.
big in the metal guitar community. And he makes banging music as well. Okay, vacuum cleaner, show me what you've got.
We think counts.
Whoop.
Has crashed. Sector 3 is now clear.
I suddenly can't be as confident throwing it around there as I am in the Porsche, which has been my bay for the time I've been racing on LMU. Although admittedly, my disdain towards the Ferrari comes mainly from the fact that it's the Meca car and not so much that it's a bad car. I do struggle with the traction on it.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go. Yellow flag, sector 1. Green flag, sector 1. Sector 3 is yellow. P12. Sector 3 is green.
I'd lock up was less than optimal. I've caught up with that Ferrari. Now, from my observations yesterday, this guy is not particularly good on the curbs.
Incident in sector 2. Yellow flag.
Okay, so he braked too late, I braked too early.
Razer has gone off. Sector 2 is now green.
We're not the same, but we're not different enough.
Sector 1 is quick.
Whoop. Yeah, getting off the throttle on the racing line, not optimal. Maybe
Yellow
try
flag in
and
sector
go a bit
1.
further out of the way next time, please.
I think P3's been dead. Green flag, sector 1.
Shit.
Yellow flag, sector 2. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Skill issues abound.
Green flag in sector 1. Green flag, sector 2. Yellow flag,
Yeah,
sector
what
3.
happened there is that my initial downshift,
Bodywork looks pretty fucked. I think
my initial
P5's gone.
downshift got downshift protected.
The guy ahead has just posted a 214.
And I tried to, and then I just, my brain froze and was like, no, I'm not shifting down now. And I was like, oh, we're understeering. Maybe I should shift down, and I shifted way too late. Also, the car doesn't feel fucked.
Checker flags out. E9.
It doesn't look fresh, but it doesn't look fucked. Are we back to pessimistic, Jim? Let's That's not brilliant, is it? Yeah, sunset is going to be interesting in this car, but then again, it's interesting in every car. Alright. UI, please. Funny enough, I never had the laggy UI thing. I think. And the recent update brought it back. It's kind of funny because other people have reported it solved theirs. They're a laggy UI issue, so it's kind of odd that it's happening to me now, but hey. Colin Spock, what a name. Go to, Jesus Christ. I'm just checking a few things out because I had some rendering lag earlier, but it's gone, and so is the skipped frames due to encoding lag. We're good. Okay, let's see how the Corvette will treat me in the race, because obviously in practice and qualifying, a bit of a different story, isn't it? Man, this is such a good album. Oh, what? That's a new thing. I've never seen that version of the
That's the end of
UI.
the session. P9.
What? Only 4 cars? Am I early or what? Man, the turning circle around here is a problem. Not in this car though. It's got just enough lock to it. But man, imagine if you had like one of those cars with the very quick racks and the very restricted turning circle. I think the LMP2 is fine from my driving experience here, and so is the sort of the LMDH and LMH.
Your brakes are cold, be careful.
But imagine an F1 car around here. Although that would be a meme in itself, because those things would bottom out badly. Gonna leave it off the qualifying map for the time being. Gonna warm up the tires a little bit first. If we get past 70 degrees then on the tires, then yes, I will get into qualifying map. What? You know what's the problem now, right? Because I'm in early. It means that when I get back into the pits, the game will freeze loading the liveries, and it will give me the impression it's about to crash.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Which, if you're a Season R Factor 2 player, you know that that's basically how it goes. Again, I'm braking too early. Let's go to race Rich. Or something. Race, anyway. man, the front end on this thing is phenomenal. Like the Porsche, I like, especially because it sounds so much better. Hey, Mighty. It's not an R-Factor 2 spin-off. There are enough improvements, enough changes. It's a new thing. It's not a completely new thing. It's not like an entirely different game. It's like the difference between Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Competizione, but there are enough differences that it's actually surprisingly good. So I'm having a lot of fun. Obviously, there are still bugs, but the driving experience is fantastic.
Sector 1, yellow flag.
I get it, yeah. I mean, it's the common thing people are saying. I'm not saying that for your sake. I'm saying that for people who might be watching and might take that at face value. Because, you know, sarcasm doesn't really translate well over the internet in written word. How are you anyway, Mighty? It's good to see you again.
Yellow flag in Sector 1. Checkered flags out. B3.
Oh, I wanted to see what a representative lap would be, but I guess we'll find out in qualifying, because this is my first run. This is my first run in this thing, and I want to know what the lap times are. Busy. Oh, I've been hearing that from so many people. Callum was saying the same thing yesterday. aka Calgan UK.
Session P3.
Thankfully, I am blessed with sporadic work. That still manages to pay the bills, just about. But yeah, it's. I don't want to know what would happen if I couldn't race, if I couldn't sim race anymore. But hopefully it's good. Hopefully that translates to good things happening in your life. That's the most important thing. It's the move to Canada. Oh, okay. That sounds like quite a lot of hard work. Moving in the same country, even in the same city, can be tricky. But moving to a different country, yikes.
All clear. Push now. Okay, Steve. We've got 7 minutes.
I did consider moving to the UK at some point. Dodge that bullet, because that happened just before Brexit. So yeah, that was very much a bullet dodge. But I hadn't thought it through. Like, my brain was like, hey, it's gonna be better. You know, the grass is greener on the other side, and so on. And then I realized just how difficult it is, and the fact that you basically have to start a new life in a place where you don't know anybody. And bear in mind that in my case, I actually had the benefit of actually knowing people where I was planning to move into, Bristol, to be exact. I have a few friends there, but, you know, you're starting a new life, basically. And that has to be very stressful. Why am I putting in qualification map on the outlap? Oh, I want to get that that outlap that doesn't count anyway as fast as possible. Oh, hold on. Since the start-finish line is well after the pit exit, does that mean that this counts? All good. All good. Oh, that's a plan, isn't it? Although one thing I've learned with moves is you have to be very careful what kind of house you pick, so that you basically have a spare room that's somewhat isolated. You can stream, because At this point, I've lost track because I've been a member of so many communities. I don't know if you were part of the Alex Rogers community. But that's a streamer I was modding for, if you don't know, on ACC, and he quit streaming in 2022 because he moved to a new house, and the new house didn't have like a room private enough for him to be able to stream, since he has a toddler. So he stopped streaming.
Clear to the right.
And that's basically been the status quo. And like, he wasn't small time like me, like he was third biggest streamer on ACC at the time, and it was back when ACC was actually popular. So yeah, it's a situation. Like I happen to have a room that's not particularly well isolated, and that's something that I think I want to work on. But at the same time, I adapted my stream schedule around my brother's sleep schedule as much as possible, so that we're not stepping on each other's toes. And I'm not, because at some point I was ruining his sleep, because he's also dumb enough not to tell me, hey, don't stream at midnight. Jesus Christ. And you know, when I realized, I was like, oh shit. Oh, a padded game? Hold on. Are you moving into a gamer crib? Into a gamer's den? Does it come with Doritos dens? Oh, stains. That's a very stereotypical thing to say, isn't it? I've never heard that before. Padded game room in a house. Unless it was like for.
The leader has just done a 201.71.
Like some rich people's homes have like padded
00.5
rooms for like snooker tables and stuff like that, slash billiards, slash pool, slash whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's see what that lap is. I was on
P4.
Okay. That's my fastest lap so far at Sebring in a GTE car. And I did that on my first lap. My first flyer.
Okay, Steve, you need to watch the track limits.
Jeebus. This lap has been unruly. And all over the shop. Oh, wow. I have never heard of that before.
Right side, clear right.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. The brake temperatures are fine.
Okay. I have no idea how. I assume that's 1,000 Canadian, right?
Clear left.
Actually, yeah, that's a dumb question. That's 1,000 Canadian. So it's about, what, 50 USD? Ha. Jokes. Very funny. There's so much time to find. How many minutes left?
Say again.
How many minutes left?
1 minute remaining.
Oh my god, no. I don't have enough time to get to the start-finish line. Ball sucks. Or maybe I do. I don't know if it's exactly a minute. It is fine.
The leader has just done a 2:00.1 seconds.
That's a bit of a slow lobby. 2:00. Previous one, there was someone that did a 57 or something. 58. Alright, one more lap.
P5.
I think the game realized how much of a plonker I am, and it actually downgraded my elo enough. Wow, that's a look up. Wow. Some wheels do have issues, yes. I mean, that's to be expected because they have completely revamped the force feedback compared to our Factor 2. So
That's the end of the session. P5.
their compatibility has to be built. Oh, for fuck's sake, Steve! Right foot discipline. Oh, lap's gone. I'm still gonna put in the lap just for the sake of experience. They just get a yellow flag in a private qualifying session. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, technically the cars are physically on the track. Somewhere. Well, immaterially, but for me, but they are present. As you can tell from the map you can see on the overlay. But yeah, I don't know what wheels have issues now. I know that a guy who uses an Aztec had issues, and their latest update just updated specifically Aztec, Monza, and G920 drivers. Because funnily enough, I didn't know this. The G920 apparently has different drivers to the G29, despite being the same wheel. So apparently, people on the G920 had issues with the game. Whereas I never did, really. I mean, there are some aspects of the force feedback I'm not crazy about. For example, with the latest update, it's a bit too light across the board. But I can always bump up the strength past 100%. What matters is that what it feels like, it actually feels pretty good. So, on that front, I think that they've done a pretty decent job.
Ladies and gentlemen,
P5. With that lap time. Okay. That's appreciable. That's a pretty good place to start. Let's hope the people around me will be clean. And I won't be a plonker. Because that's always something I have to worry about. Because yesterday, that's exactly what was my undoing in a number of cases. So, yeah. I'm just doing that so I can... Oh, nope. Shit. Do that. So that the overlay goes away. Oh, safety rating calculated? It's a combination of things. So it's basically... obviously, contacts take away. Track violations do as well. You basically, the more clean laps you do, the more valid laps you do, the more safety rank you get. Which means if you actually spend a lot of time in the pits... you gain less safety rank than you would if you were just driving on the track. Obviously, contacts take away, not just with other cars, but also with walls, or generally anything that's immovable. It has its own categorization. It also, after every race, you also see the car you've actually crashed with, the name of the driver, although it's important to note that in some cases, on Le Mans Ultimate specifically, that's pretty buggy, and it actually shows that you crashed into yourself. They're figuring that out. And also impacts with cones and signs, because due to the fact that they're brake markers for many people, they want to avoid people hitting them. So those also take a little bit of safety rank away as well. So there's a DNF, obviously. If you DNF, you lose safety rank. Duh. And it also starts counting in qualifying. So if you are one of those people that just go all hell for leather in quali and then crash a lot, good luck. And the same applies with valid laps. Like if you're trying to push the track limits as much as possible, you will lose safety rank. But at the end of the day, it's a pretty good system. I haven't had any issues with it personally. It's pretty predictable. Like you gain when you're supposed to gain, and you lose when you're supposed to lose. I haven't had any situation where I was like, how did I lose safety rank out of this one?
Go.
Left
Oh my god, that
side,
Aston.
clear left.
Sector 3 is
What a
yellow.
run.
Green flag, Sector 3.
Briefly 3 wide.
Ignore the aero damage, it's nothing.
On your left.
Man, I
Clear
could
to
hear
the
that
left.
Porsche
Left
before I
side,
could
clear
get the
left.
call. Yeah, imagine giving me
Clear
space. Imagine that. I guess I'll disappear next time. Well, at least it didn't affect me in any way, shape or form. Oh my god, what are you doing? You're not gonna stop that.
You're clear.
Oh, he did stop it. Okay. Kudos.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector
Oh,
1 is yellow.
mess behind. So yeah, safety ranking is good. The people are depends on the lobby.
Sector 1 is green.
The only complaint I have about it is that it's a little too easy to gain. That was a problem on our Factor 2 and it's still a problem here, but
Yellow flag.
it's not too bad.
It looks like Cooper has binned it. Green flag in Sector 2.
The driver ranking is a little bit more controversial. But I think the controversy is not really justified. Bono, where's my pace? Oh, he fucked that up. Look at the gap behind though, Jesus, the whole grid wiped out behind. At least I have that going for me. But yeah, so the driver rank, so to explain the driver rank, you basically start in, this doesn't have numbers, right? It doesn't have like the iRacing system with iRating and safety rating, or the ELO and safety rating system LFM has. You get a rank, which is a bit of a blanket term, and basically you have like a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and then each of them has 3 sub-ranks, and it's the opposite of MOBA, so you don't start in bronze 3, for example, and you go to bronze 1. You start in bronze 1 and you go to bronze 3, which is what makes sense. And then you start in bronze 3, which is in my opinion way too high. And then, you know, you lose the first bunch of races, you lose that, perhaps. That was an interesting situation there for that guy.
Well done,
he lost it,
Good
gathered it up,
nice front.
lost it, gathered it up. That's what happens when you're impatient on the throttle, and the Ferrari has a bit of an issue with that. Its traction is very compromised, in my view. But I'll have to say that the driver rank has improved on Le Mans Ultimate, because on our Factor 2 was terrible. On that sim it was almost impossible to rank up, and it's the same system, which I can gladly say I was actually one of the beta testers for. I did beta tested on R Factor 2 throughout October and November, so I can't claim, in my arrogance, that I played a small part in making Le Mans Ultimate's multiplayer what it is. I didn't make it. I didn't code it. I didn't write a single line of code, but I did send like some trace logs.
The leader's just done a 2:00.4.
That may have helped.
This is brilliant. Keep it up. P5.
What? Oh, this guy is so sketchy. I'm loving it. Fuck. That downshift protection really did kill my braking zone there. Don't know why it throws me off so much. But then again, that's what happens when you swap cars, because in the Porsche that wasn't much of an issue, because I've been driving the Porsche for a little bit. This is my first race in this.
It looks like Cooper has binned it. Green flag, Sector 1. Cooper has just retired from the race.
Car right, clear right, on your right.
Oh, this guy is
right.
clean. I like that. I was expecting to get door banged there.
Clear right.
Gain one, lose one. Good. I didn't want to have this guy behind me anyway, because he is definitely faster than me. I don't know if he sandbagged in qualifying or he messed it up. But he seems to have pace that I don't have a response to. Honestly, the only reason I'm ahead of him is because of that mistake on the hairpin. At the hairpin. I'm getting lots of micro lockups on the fronts, it feels like. Might move the brake bias to the rear a little bit. Oh, typical encoder. I don't understand why...
Jenny, ahead is increasing. It's now 0.8.
How this encoder on the G29 was greenlit.
Alright, Steve. 10 minutes to go.
By Logitech.
10 minutes left.
Like, what engineering crew went, yep, this is fine. It's the worst encoder I've had the misfortune of touching. Sometimes it's so inaccurate that you turn left and the input you get is to the right. Holy desync. Holy desync, Batman. Sir, get your internet checked. That guy dropped packets like a motherfucker. What? Oh, that threw me off so bad. Which one do you have in mind? Which model? Oh, still looking up. Oh, he is messing that corner up repeatedly now. R5, okay. That was a tricky situation there. Let's see if the telemetry from Le Mans Ultimate has improved. How's my fuel?
It's fine, you got loads.
It hasn't. Okay. This is the one thing. As you can see from the lack of rotation on the steering wheel overlay, in the overlay, some telemetry is missing from it. But what do you have now, Mighty? I assume you have a G29 like myself.
Okay, Steve. Half distance.
It's not half distance. Oh, is it? Is time going by this slowly? Oka behind had a bit of a bad sunset there. G920, okay.
Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3
yeah, I'm getting fed up with mine, but
off the
I
pace.
have nowhere near enough money to buy an upgrade. And I don't want to be incremental. Like, if I'm the next upgrade is going to be
Sector 3, yellow flag.
with me for
The gap behind
years.
is now 1.2 seconds.
That's the plan.
Green flag in Sector 3.
Because I'm not in a situation that I'm able to afford the losses I would make with each incremental upgrade. I hate the bumps in this braking zone. Perhaps I might have to use a different line.
The gap to Jenny in front is now 1.2.
I mean, here on that note, if I were to buy a wheel again, especially considering, have you seen where the Logitech prices have gone? Like, Jesus Christ, the G923 is 330 euros, I think, discounted. Something stupid like that. And it's the same wheel as mine. The only difference is like the hours, I should say, because it's the same platform at the end of the day. The only difference is that they chucked in like an upgrade that's bad line.
Sanchez is now leading.
What's my position?
E4.
Oh, the leader did pit. Okay. Yeah, it's completely, it's unacceptable, because the thing is that the G923 at the end of the day
Sector 1 is yellow.
is this very wheelbase I have here, plus a 15 euro progressive spring upgrade on the brake, and a stupid like rumble motor system, the True Force, whatever the fuck it's called, which from what I've heard is good on the G Pro, the direct drive wheel they make, which by the way to this day came out in 2022, still can't buy it in Greece. I don't know how other people have bought it here, but there is no link on the website and there is no brick and mortar shop that sells it. But whatever. So the thing is that the Camo C5 right now, if you buy the bundle, which admittedly has 2 pedals, which for me is a no-go, but for most people it's not. Oh shit. Oh shit.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
It's a little bit more expensive, but you get a direct drive wheelbase.
0.37.
So it's pretty insane.
In sector 2, yellow flag in sector
And yeah,
3.
I do feel like the C5 looks like a Fisher Price wheel, but
Green flag in sector 2.
I ain't gonna question the fact that it's actually as good as it is.
Spun off. Okay, Steve. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Fuck's sake. I'm looking up a lot now. I'm gonna pull the brake bias even further to the rear. A little bit better. But that Ferrari's all over me. Okay, if he wants to have it, I can't contest it.
Car right, clear to the right.
Buddy,
Keep pushing.
I gave you all the room in the world. Oh,
The guy ahead.
oh
is.
wow,
Can't pronounce that. You need to push if we're going to hold this position.
wow! Sir, that is very commendable. That is, I've never seen that before. Outside of league racing. That is a very good sport right there. And bear in mind, he didn't push me for the overtake, you know. He had the overtake done. All he did was go wide on the exit, but he decided to give the position back. That's very commendable. If only I could get chat working, because that's the one problem I have on Le Mans Ultimate that I haven't been able to resolve. Allegedly, the T key
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the base. Your right front's
opens the chat window, but I can't get it to work.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Which is maybe for the better, because sometimes I do get a little salty.
We think that Lauren has crashed. Green flag sector
There was
1.
a race yesterday, for example, where someone refused to acknowledge my presence and caused a pileup that took out a third of the grid. No joke. Including myself, of course. Considering getting on the wheel. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that the reason I mentioned the pedals is not so much for the
The gap behind is now 1.7.
for the you know, the ecosystem or anything like that. The reason I'm mentioning the pedals is because, one, the bundle is discounted quite heavily, and two, because those are €50 pedals. So a 3 set,
2 minutes.
to put things into perspective, brand new is going to cost you at least €130. And that's non-load cell. If you're gonna get like 3 pedals. If you don't want to get 3 pedals, then there are ways to get that cheaper. But you know,
Sector 3 is 0.39 off the pace. Okay, Steve.
it still is a fantastic time to be alive as a sim racer and buy gear, because even when I started sim racing, which is very recently, 2020, at least in earnest, there weren't even like a fifth of the options that are available right now. When I started out, the cheapest direct drive wheelbase was the AccuForce. Oh, fuck's sake.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. We can see Urge has gone off. Green flag, Sector 2. We're seeing a bit of wear on your front tyres. Sector 1 is 0.41 off the pace.
Okay, the guy in that Ferrari I had a bit of a mare. It looks like, because he lost the position to the red Ferrari. I have to focus because I want to keep that guy, the other guy behind me, and not die. This guy is horrible on tire wear, by the way. It feels like. Oh.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Steve.
Okay, he's got me this time. And I think he's got me at the line. I was hoping there would be another lap, but at the moment this looks like it's going to be the last lap. Okay, I held him back. Although I think part of the reason he held back, I held him back is because he held back.
Good drive. What's your speed? Okay.
What a good race! What a good race, man! That's a huge departure from yesterday. Top 5. A fight with that guy who seems to have a very good head on his shoulders. That's pretty good. Wow, that was fun. Time for all that to be undone because the next race is LMP2 at Monza. And Monza does never... Okay, Anthony Sanfilippo, congratulations. He didn't even have to do what he did. The only reason I flashed him was a bit of annoyance. That's it. And the pole position ended up in 10th. I don't know why. It's pretty good. I wish I could chat. You know what? I might fix it on this stream. On this here stream. In this economy. Let's see what we gain. Now you can also get a picture of what you see after the end of each race. It's waiting for the last cars to cross. Oh no, hold on. The last cars have crossed the line. This is taking longer than usual, though, at the moment. While that's going on, there may be a bit of trouble getting the results. Not an uncommon issue, unfortunately, but it does happen somewhat rarely, but it does happen about once a week. Gotcha. All right. Let's see. On my chat. Let's see what the people are saying. Okay. All right. Let's put some. Let's go for some Carnival. That's a band I really like. There we go. There we go. Right. Okay. The results came in. So counted with another car twice. That's I assume that's the Porsche. Clean laps. Race corner with another vehicle. Anthony Sanfilippo. Also 5 laps. Pretty sure it was 8. Do those make not? I don't know. I haven't seen that before. Okay, and let's see how many arrows I gained. 2 arrows up on the driver rank, the one I didn't care about. The guy ahead of us, who definitely is using his real name, JMR Puma 91. I had a friend like that, and boy, did they make fun of him at school. He did gain the maximum amount there, and he's silver too as well. Now, where was... I think Lagarde was the guy who was in pole, right? Oh, the guy behind had lost 3 positions. Okay. That explains why he was quicker than me. So he was P2. All right, how close are we to Bronze 3? Bronze 3, by the way, means that we can do the weekly races. Oh, that's a race and a half. So if I'm lucky, I might be able to get that tonight. Go free to go. Well, I'm sorry. You didn't have to hear that. All right. Oh man, skin of my teeth. 20 seconds left before there would be some question on whether I would get into this. So I've got Spork. Now let's figure out the text thing very quickly. I'm gonna remap it to the D key because I don't want to use another key. I think it's here, right? Or is it gameplay? There it is. Opens the chat window. Oh, and something else. Car controls. Please, there we go. Unmap, 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 because these keys will be your nightmare. Don't unmap neutral though. Go speed stop, next MFD page. Good, I want that to be that way. Cool. Time acceleration. Okay. Toggle AI control, that's handy. Also, always unmap these. Steering help, opposite lock, all that stuff. That's not helpful. Now, I don't use the map. That would be a nice feature. Okay. We'll see how that works. Okay, let's just hop in very briefly. Although just getting into the server and doing my outlap will probably take all the time that I've got left, but just to get a little bit of an acclimation here, because obviously coming from a GTE, and also I have only one race worth of experience on this track with this car, and that race was a catastrophe. Come on. Come on! I'm arguing with my side screen. Side monitor. Oh, what? Well, that plan's gone now. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to kill the time a little bit. Because that 7 didn't want me. Let's see. So Colin spoke. That was in the previous race as well. Many French people I've noticed. The same with almost same with R-Factor 2. R-Factor 2 is actually full of Spanish people. That's the biggest group that I see on there. Here it's French people. I'm wondering why, but that definitely shows good taste on both fronts. Grandpa Bear is a he's a league organizer in IMS2. I think I've pointed that out before on stream, but yeah. So he's a man of patience because God, is R-Factor 2, is AMS2's online horrific. Words cannot express how bad it is. Legitimately, the servers there are an absolute pain in the dick. If you want to use dedicated server, like, forget about it. Carbone. I know a number of people that have that surname, but they're in Greece, so... JC Sanchez, that was the guy who won the last race. Kostas Melistas, hey, I know of this guy. I've been in a league with him before. I think it was the pit crew. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, okay. Oh, no. Uh-oh was right. It's not brilliant. Game went to the Shadow Realm. Let's hope that's not a recurring issue. It's been a while since I've done that to me before. Uh-oh. Okay. I wish this intro was, like, not in the game, by the way. I swear to God, especially the okay, let's go thing. Ugh. I don't know why racing sims feel the need to do that sometimes. Okay. It's an improvement already. I also like I think I've mentioned this before, but I like the informational bit. I like the fact that it mentions how when each track opened. I did not know, for example, that Monza was open in 1922. I also wish they would add the age of the current layout, you know, when that was updated. The track was updated to that layout. Well, that's a bit of an ask. For Monza hasn't changed much since... When was it that they changed the chicane? Because the in the late 80s, at least in '88, the version I have raced before, the first corner is actually there's no first chicane. It's a right-hand kink that goes into a left-right chicane, a left-right chicane. Is it two left-right chicanes or is it one left-right chicane? I don't remember. But it's completely different to what it is now, and then the rest of the track is mostly the same. All right. Oops. Advanced setup. Oh, it's 83%. Okay. I'll take it down to 80. I think that's a good amount. Oh, the turning circle. The turning circle of doom. Also, annoyingly enough, this car doesn't have a rear view camera inside, which is
Pit exit's clear.
odd, but at the same time, from what I've seen, the cars don't have, not all cars have rear view cameras, and I've seen many LMP2s that don't have the on
Keep your
boards.
wits about you, mate. We've got cold tyres and we need to get some heat into them. We think that Mills has binned it. Sector 1 is clear.
Not the line TM. Oh, what? Don't know what happened there.
Yellow flag. Blue flag. We think Muirhead has binned it.
Sorry.
Green flag in Sector 1.
Go ahead.
Clear left.
I'm here for the safety rank. I'm also going to not qualify for this one. I'm just going to do intentionally slower valid laps than I would normally
Check
would,
flag.
so I can get the safety
E17.
rank. And then come back to... Uh-oh. Okay, I thought it was going to be a
That's the end of the
crash.
session. 17th place.
Okay, private qualifying, that's the nice part. I don't have to worry about other cars. That means no draft, but it also means less destruction.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. We've got 7 minutes to settle up. We've got cold brakes all round. Be careful. Cold tyres all round.
Part of me thinks that even if I do like a proper... Oh, not stopping again. Part of me feels that even if I do a proper flying lap, it would be too slow. Because as I demonstrated yesterday, I suck at Monza in this car. In GTs, I'm actually alright. Haven't tried the GTs on this, but I know that in GT3s I do reasonably well. Okay, no contact. Count your blessings. Tires clearly not warm enough, and my right foot clearly not light enough. Or at least measured enough. I'm braking so early. Now this race is expected to be chaotic, and I will be up front. If this race is chaotic, I'm not doing another Monza. Yeah, the tires are still freezing, it looks like. The pressures are way low.
Okay, pit stop requested.
There we go again. Not too bad. Not great though. Who is ready for a pit stop? I did not request. I love it.
The pit crew is ready.
Well, they better stay ready because I'm not going... Also, after yesterday's events, I changed the mapping of my MFD key, my HUD key, because now the game separates between keypad number keys and the number keys on the main keyboard. Because I use my numpad almost exclusively for hotkeys, for OBS. And therefore I don't like using it for much else. So I've opted for unmapping that from there and moving it to the main keyboard. So now I'm gonna have the humbling moment I had yesterday where I was trying to look for the HUD activation button, and I was sure that it was 6, and I thought I had changed it, and then it turns out that, you know, I hadn't. I hope I backed off enough.
The guy ahead's lap time is 1:43.30.
Oh, someone is doing a similarly crap time. What's my position?
10th position.
Oh, that's too far up. But I assume some people put in valid laps. I hope. 10th is way too high. I'm gonna be involved in all the T1 mess. I also need to change my braking point for there. I need to go brake later for Roger. So bad at this car. As was noted yesterday, we need to be precise with it, and that's exactly what I'm not.
P11.
Okay, good.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Drop me down the order, please.
2-0.
Also, my stream preview is not on. Oh, ball sucks. I'm sorry, peeps. That's what happens when you're not watching the stream preview.
Clear left.
B14.
Good. Keep sinking to the back.
Car in front is just posted at 1:42.92.
Interesting line, that. Getting the car crossed up on the entry. Which works in the short term, but I wouldn't be able to make that work in the race. Perhaps I might move the brake bias slightly to the front.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Should have braked harder. Okay, at least it wasn't an invalid lap.
Watch the track limits, please, Steve.
Ooh, there was a big skill issue happening there. The rear is dancing on the brakes, and I've even reduced the brake pressure. Maybe I should just bump up the brake bias. Not that much.
Fastest lap for Anderson.
Oh.
40.03.
Fuck. Fucking Logitech encoders, for fuck's sake. Well, encoder, the only one. I'm not feeling proud of what I'm doing, but trust me, if shit goes tits up, I'll be on the pound seat. I'll be in the pound seat, and more importantly, I'll most likely not be involved in it. Although yesterday's incident involved me, and I was kind of at the back of the grid. What's my position?
18th.
Yes! Gaming the system.
Sector
No.
1, 1.6.
Okay.
Off the pace.
All good.
That's the end of the session. P18.
All good. I'll complete the lap to get more safety rank. Piss everyone off, I'm pretty sure. Being so slow. I'm not last though, that's annoying. I'm seeing on the preview it's tiny, but I'm seeing the position, and someone is gaming the system even more than I am. It's okay. I can accept having company. I assume the approach is the same as mine. Sucked sufficiently, and I'm last. Hey, they weren't sandbagging intentionally, or their sandbagging was less efficient than mine. Gotta min-max the sandbags. Oh, what? That's a bit sucky. Yep, they weren't sandbagging. Okay, so what's sucky is nothing to do with the game. It's a preview window which is floating. Pressed escape in order to go into the menu, and because I was hovering over it and it was in focus, it took down the preview and it didn't have the intended effect on the sim. Right, 36 laps I reckon should be good. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go 55.5% there, 80% there. You probably can't see those values well, but trust me, bro. Let's hop in and have the usual. The thing I do when I'm bored. There's the Graph livery. There's the Alpine livery. Oh, it's not the Alpine livery, is it? I think I spotted DKR. Good choice. The car's near me, however, nowhere to be seen. Okay, let's kill the music. That's an amazing song, though. I'll be hearing more of that later. So I'll be doing this, and then the next GT at Sebring, and that will be it for me. Let's hope this is good, because my expectation is below the ground. Sim races, well, actually, no one can do Monza. On which note, by the way, you may not know this actually, because it's not a. People were wondering why Monza is not on the WEC calendar this year, and Imola is instead. They're actually doing some. They're doing some work on the track. I don't know what they're doing, but let's hope they're changing T1.
Go, go, go.
I think I got a slingshot. Shit. I'm gonna back off. Yeah, already. Things are looking sketchy already. I won't be at a see?
Sector 1, yellow flag.
Fuck me.
Clear to the left.
Start.
Green flag, Sector 1.
That stall was suboptimal.
Okay, Steve. You picked up a bit of aero damage.
I was hoping that guy wouldn't stop, but I assume there was something going on further ahead.
incident in Sector 1.
Monza never fails to disappoint.
Sector 1 is green. Sector 2 is clear. Looks like P6 has gone off. Minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Anderson has retired from the race.
It does prove that you can never really be too safe. You can never really be safe, in fact, at Monza. Well, I'm sensing he's gonna go for the dive. It's a good thing that he's not as good on the brakes as I am, which doesn't say much. I'm not good on the brakes. Alright. Actually, it does say much. That's a good parabolica. That's what happens when you try.
B17.
Yes. Could brake later, but with the tow, I didn't want to try it. Bike is pretty compact though, still pretty close together, which is good and bad. Means they can make many overtakes, but it also means that there's probably going to be more incidents. Guy behind had an absolutely horrific Roger. He got rogered by Roger. I was very conservative there. The DKR was the opposite. 1-all at the end of the day. That move was not on. I don't know what possessed me there.
The leader's just done a 141.00.
Okay, let's get into a rhythm, and I need to get past this guy at some point. He is holding me up.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.2 off the pace.
Oh, you got a really poor exit out of Retifillo there. And we are losing the pack ahead. I really need to make a move on this guy. And maybe work together.
Yellow flag, Sector 1. Yellow flag in Sector 2. Sector 1 is 0.43 off the pace. Sector 1 is now green. Green flag, Sector 2.
More DNFs. Okay, the pack is condensed again. Let's see what we can do. We'll definitely have a draft party on the straight.
We've been warned about track limits. The leader has just done a 140.80.
Someone up ahead is really locking it up.
16th place.
That would have been a late move, buddy.
Clear left.
Oh my god. Nearly ruined it for both of us by locking up my fronts.
Keep it going. The active
So that was a necessary move.
0.9.
And he messed up at defilio, so there will be no return serve. So now let's make some progress. Let's unleash the small amount of pace I have.
10 minutes.
Whoa!
Okay, Steve, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. Run out of track limits, keep it between the lines.
Shit.
The gap behind is now 0.40.
It's not enough, is it? Are they going too wide? Good, good, good. No. I nearly killed myself. Oh, at exactly the same spot in exactly the same way as I killed myself yesterday. And that lovely. Shit, that was a bad parabolica. At least I've got a gap now to the people behind.
15th place. Sector 1, yellow flag.
The Valentino Rossi line. Not, that wasn't scary. Not in the slightest.
Sector 1 is green.
Although it has to be said that Valentino Rossi line around the retifilio also involves ruining your diffuser and turning your M4 GT3, which is not still in the game, thankfully, not yet in the game, into a pogo stick. I was very conservative there. I should have gone for a later breaking point, but I didn't want to kill both of us.
That's half distance.
Woo. Gamer line.
Right, Steve, we just cut the track.
And somehow legal, but actually it probably makes sense. I think that's what they use in real life as well, the line. I went deep, he went shallow. Oh no. That Alpine has the run on me and there's nothing I can do.
14th.
Tell you what, not enough of a run though. Yeah, that guy behind is not confident enough. If he were confident enough, that would have been a move right there. I did brake decently late though, which did help.
Don't let this guy intimidate you.
That guy parked it. Oh, we had exactly the same thing.
Yeah, man, we need to pass him.
I know. But I also want to do it cleanly. Where?
The track limits. Looks like the leader's gone off.
Oh my goodness. I saw that reverse. Or was that a reverse or did that guy just spin?
B13.
Well, an attempt was made. I wanted to give him all the space in the world because this chicane, as we found out on multiple occasions, does not make for easy side-by-side racing.
Speeds up. 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes left. Yellow flag. Caution. Yellow flag. Sector 2. You're a second off the pace in Sector 1. Green flag. Sector 1. Sector 2 is clear.
Unfortunately, the places where this guy is slow, I can't really capitalize at the moment. That's the downside, of course, of qualifying at the back. Because it means you fight people that are not necessarily on pace with you. And that tends to be a problem.
Sector 2 is yellow. Yellow flag.
Oh,
Sector 2 is
many cars are finding the kitty litter.
Base. Green flag in Sector 3. It looks like Resta has stacked it.
What, Paul Di Resta? That would make sense. What's my position?
B12.
Jesus Christ.
Resta has retired.
Man, he killed my run out of Parabolica. It's frustrating, isn't it? But again, just because you're faster doesn't mean the position is yours to get. If the person defends legally, all you can do is try to find a chance, find a gap in their defense. There we go. Where we don't go. If I had more overlap, I would have gone for it, but with this amount of overlap, they could turn in. Oh, that curb is rough on the LMP2. This is a bit frustrating, isn't it? Oh shit. Monca steer moments.
The gap to Bender behind is now 0.11.
Okay, let's get a good run out of Parabolica. Finally enough, I think that guy ahead did get a better run than he normally does out of Parabolica.
Stick to your line, nail those exits. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
Okay. Hey, there we go. Oh, that nearly went very, very wrong. Thank you for holding on to it. Thank you for saving that. Whoa. Overambitious. Now my frontward brake bias is making me lock up my fronts. Look at that, I only gain, I just gained 0.4 of a second almost. Just by getting past that guy, and I'm gapping him fairly significantly. Shows you how good...
You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 2.
How good defending works though. Can work. And it also shows you how Monza is overrated. Because if it was a track that's good for racing, it would present more overtaking opportunities than it just did. Oh. Don't know what happened there. Oh no. Audio problems again.
Last lap. P10.
Hey. Why are we braking this early?
Looks like P4's gone off.
What the?
Green flag in Sector 1.
Why are they braking like that? They stopped. That poor chap, admittedly, a bit ambitious on the brakes there. Got it all kinds of locked up and could not stop it because I've been there in the LMP2. If you lock it up and get it crossed up, there's no saving it. It's out of control. Moving in this guy's mirrors as much as possible. I want to unnerve them.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Steve.
Can I get it out of Parabolica? Can I get that position? Get in deeper into the top 10. Let's go. Yellow flag. Ooh, that chap thought about rejoining there. All right. P8, I think. P9, okay.
Good drive. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
That guy blow their did they blow their engine?
Clear left.
Because I don't assume anyone can actually cause that much of that much smoke. Create that much smoke. That was surprisingly decent. Considering, of course, because there were some shenanigans, naturally. Can't have Monza without them. See, fastest lap 41.6. Well, P3 did a 41.5 as the best lap, so not too far off. Look at all the DNFs. I think it was a cool racing car that actually crashed out. Also, Elias Anderson, I think I know such a person called that. He's a Swede I've raced against on ACC. If I recall correctly, if this is the right person I'm thinking of, he's a Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo one trick at Brands Hatch. That specific combo. 10 positions gained, and the guy had 9 positions gained, and that's it. That's the way to go. Hey, that is close. Roman the Child. Okay, was he a Swede? Ah, there's a chance. There's a chance the guy in question was a guy I know. I've raced against before. Fastest Greek. Also only Greek. Gaming the system. And corner ahead gained a ton of safety rank. I need to figure out how to be able to do that. But it looks like my next race is going to get him into Bronze 3, which means... This race ended early, didn't it? Normally we end closer to the start of the GDE race. It's important to note, by the way, that I'm giving this car an unexpected error. Don't know why that's the case. I'm well within my... I'm outside of the 6-minute window where the registrations fail. Tend to fail. Okay, we're good. One off, that was. So the weekly race is Fuji, isn't it, this week? Bronze 3 required, and you can see I can drive LMDH as well. So I can go into the hypercars. And I can drive those, or I can drive GTE or an LMP2. I get to have a choice. Those races, mind you, don't take place every day, but they definitely... and they're definitely something to look forward to. That's what I'm trying to say. I like... They're multi-class races, they're longer. Sounds good. Miguel Ramos. Okay, it's not the Miguel Ramos because he's Portuguese and it's spelled with a G. He's a real-life racing driver. I'm always looking for someone that's an actual racing driver in these. Kayet Solar, I think, is from LFM. Sami Deluxe from Bosnia. That name is definitely Bosnian, yes. It's Bosnia, isn't it? Hold on. Let's see if I'm making an ass of myself. It'll be awkward. But I think that's Bosnia. Oh, pity's sake. Yep, it is Bosnia. Got it right. The reason the flag is split is because of the two regions being joined together, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I remember correctly.
Hey, peace, everybody.
Oops. All right. I'm gonna take Paul Meds. No, he's okay. He's an AMS2 streamer, and that also does a lot of LMU. Cool too. Okay, I'll take a short break. I'll be right back. I am back. I was a needed break. I was parched. Don't know why I never think of drinking water before the stream. Always helps. Also lubes the vocal cords. See what the leaderboard shows. 56.9. Christ on a bike. Colin Spork as well. Vlad Tokarev. I'm familiar with that name from RF2. Is he an esports driver there? I don't know, but he's definitely been around. He's an esports driver. He's an esports driver. He's an esports driver. Yeah, all in Ferraris. But again, that's because of the open setups on because of the fixed setups. On open setups, this would look a bit different. No, Eder is also an esports driver, if I recall correctly. I've raced with him before, actually. Against him, that is. Let's see how far down I am. By the way. Wow. Platinum 2 already. Only capable of doing a 58.9. Let's see, I have a friend, well, I watched who is in the 58s. Chelik is also an esports driver, by the way. Okay, then underway. Let's not shilly-shally anymore with that. Let's see if I manage to get another good race out of this place. I think that previous one was a bit of an outlier. I'll be honest. Qualifying in P5, not really a fit that I can replicate again. I think. But I'm glad that at least I got the opportunity to do that once. Porsche being the first car that shows up, that's cool. Let's see how the grid will be balanced. We've got already 2 Porsches and 1 Corvette. In fact, at the moment, when the car's loaded, the Porsche is the most popular. Just about. Mind you, every other car will probably be a Ferrari. But again, the Porsche is really... An Aston! Wow, someone must really like... 2 Astons! Okay, by the way, that's 2 freebies right there. Unfortunately, the BOP for the Aston is a bit shite. And by a bit, I mean quite a bit. The other cars are all comparable. The Aston is just slow, which is a shame, but it is what it is. I found it boring to drive, but at the same time, very predictable. And probably a great endurance car. Actually, no, definitely a great endurance car. Good on tires as well.
Exit's clear. Push. Got cold brakes all round. Yellow flag. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Your tyres are cold. Watch out. Looks like P5's binned it. Sector 1 is green.
Is everyone alright? Because I had a small heart attack there. Cold tyres, and me going way deep into sunset. Whoa. Getting bounced around.
Yellow flag in Sector 1. We think Mateo has gone off. Green flag in Sector 1.
Remember to bring the brake bias to the rear, because as evidenced in the previous race, it's a bit too far forward. The box, 51% seemed to be a good spot to put it in.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is now clear. It looks like Gott has spun off.
How many minutes left?
Didn't understand that.
How many minutes left?
Less than 1 minute.
Alright, I always seem to ask when there is a minute or less than that left.
That's the end of the session, E12.
Oh. Oh, no, please. I think he's just loading deliveries, right? Please. This is a bad time. Oh no. Please don't be a crash. Please, 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 pretty please, pretty please, pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. Very long. Oh no. Oh, there were many cars. There were more cars on the grid than I expected. I was shown 14 and it's 18, so. Oh. Woo. Already got a bit fishtaily there. I just noticed the difference between the two liveries. This one has black and red mirrors, whereas the other one has fully red mirrors, I think. Could be wrong, I will check that out more closely. On the difference, I think.
Pit exit's clear, push. Alright Steve, we've got 6 minutes to do the business.
So outlap on the race lean map, and then I'm gonna go for quality map for the rest of the session, obviously. Yeah, I was way deep on the outlap, but I guess that makes a fine clip, I suppose. One thing I'm wondering about is whether the early laps, you know, what you do in the first laps on the tires, actually affects the time's long-term life. Because I remember the Aris Vasilakos, the head dev, the former head of the vehicle physics department at Kuno, said that if you abuse your tires within the first 5 laps, you reduce your their life for the rest of the stint, however long that stint might be. which I find interesting. So I wonder if it's the same story here, and maybe it pays dividends to be a little bit more respectful.
5 minutes
to
to
the
go,
old
5
donuts.
minutes left.
Ooh, Webcam stepped out there. And the transition between... is it Gender Bien and Le Mans? Alright, I'm ready to flick it to the qualification map. Let's actually do that now. On this one I will qualify as I'm supposed to. There's no benefit to starting at the back here, I think. Slow.
Right side, clear right.
Look how much the car bounces though, that's hilarious.
Car right,
Fucking
clear
bumps.
right.
Typical. Bounced and then I locked it up fully, which admittedly was my fault. And thankfully my brake bias was far enough to the back that it didn't fire me straight on. But this is something I must not repeat. And that means that this lap is a throwaway.
The leader's just done a 202.08.
They're not going to be the leader for long, I
Sector 2.
suppose.
New fastest lap for Haring, 201.08.
That's more like it.
Clear on the left.
Man, the front end on this thing, wow. I don't think I could do that on the Porsche. Although I probably will be going back to it because this thing is a bit too unstable. The hilarious situation with... That's bad. With the Porsche is actually more stable than something else on the track.
P6.
Jesus Christ, that was bad. But man, I will miss the front end on this wave when I switch back to the Porsche.
2 minutes to go.
If I do that, because maybe I should give this more of a chance. We'll see how this race goes with the adjusted brake bias. Because in the previous race I ran the default brake bias and I kept locking up.
Sector 1 time's okay.
This is a flyer by my standards. Was. Fuck. Shit the bed. I also think I may have lost just enough time that I'm going to be able to do an extra lap.
The leader has just done a 2:00.9
Fuck's
seconds.
sake. There I was thinking I should give this guy another chance, but the bounce there from the bump, that's what killed me. And that's one of the disadvantages of having the brake bias this far to the back, because when the car lands from the bump, the rear wheels have locked up, so you basically have not a handbrake quite, but you have something along those lines. And I was up was a full second. And a bit. Nice line already. I'm getting a better exit this time. Much better exit.
E9, you're a tenth off the pace in sector 3.
A low 0-0 should be entirely possible.
That's the end of the session. E9.
Okay, I just had enough time for this lap. Good, good, good. So I think the optimal thing here is not to go to the far left. To avoid the big bumps. This lap is not quite as rapid as the other one was shaping up to be. That was very bad there. I hesitated so much and then I went on the throttle and I didn't back off so as not to lose more time. But I was on a compromised line. Yeah, don't die here, please. Shit. This could have been much faster. We'll still be at 201. So poor. It's not even funny. Wasn't... Yeah, was it 201? Okay. Oh, I was in the 201s already. I forgot. Okay, P5 again. Very close to the front of the except for Gotti, of course. There has to be, of course, someone that's absolutely blitzing this, and I think I've raced against Gotti. That being said, fastest vet. Look at that Aston, though. That's pretty impressive, considering how far off the pace that car is. And the other Aston sorted off. Is sorted the correct declination of sod? I don't know. Making sure I'm on softs. I may move it to 51.5 for the race. I felt like it was a little too sketchy with that much rearward brake bias. And I'm not in a comfortable place, unfortunately, because I'm on the outside this time. I don't know why I was on the inside last time. The same position, from the same position. I didn't know I was actually decent at this track. For my split, that is. Well, let's see how that works out. I've got 2 Porsches and 2 Ferraris around. What's behind? Ferrari and the Aston, of course. The Aston was not an of course, mind you. That's a pretty exceptional performance by that car to be up here. Foreign territory. And kill the music. Okay, good luck.
Go, go, go.
That Aston had quite a sniff there.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
And it's gone.
It looks like Mateo has binned it. Sector 1 is green.
Oh, why? Why can't you give space? Come on. No.
Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it.
Why couldn't you just give the space?
Gott is now in the lead. Oh, Steve.
God damn it.
Start. Come on, get it together.
I think I was reasonably respectful there. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. What's my position?
P16.
Fuck's sake. Oh, the comeback is real. Well, it has to be real. Thank goodness that Porsche didn't press the issue. I'm clearly faster. Oh, that's a run right there. I think some people are not running the qualification map because I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be doing this to a Ferrari.
Clear left.
Okay, let's hope there won't be any Corvette on Corvette violence here. Won't have to be.
Clear to the right.
Nice one, Steve. Great move. Keep it up.
Kind of proud of that. Even though that was overtaking a car that was well behind me on the grid. I'm not known for my compact drive, so let's hope this one will be one for the record books by my standards. Was that moving in the braking zone? I don't know. Just an early turn in. Oh, that Corvette has actually got a run on me now.
Your sector 2 time is quick. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between.
It was almost a warning.
Clear to the left.
The leader has just done a 2:00.9. P12.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Nearly follow that guy. Some server issues, it looks like. Some slight warping happening.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Yeah, Sector 1 was a shocker. That being said, this is nowhere near the struggle bus that was the last race I had here in the same car, because I adjusted the brake bias much later into the race on that one. So I did all the damage. That was sketchy. I damaged my fronts quite badly on that one, and then I had to live with the consequences. Shit, I fucked up Le Mans. And that guy ahead was all over the shop in that sector.
Okay, Steve, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
I really need to get past this Ferrari. I really do.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I'm being held back significantly here. Well, that's the other Iron Dame's Porsche.
1.3 seconds off the pace.
Shit. What? Fuck.
The guy in front is hiring.
That's probably going to be bad.
The bodywork's
That's a wing gone.
We might need to fix that. Green flag sector 1.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Why did I have to get greedy? I tried to overtake that Ferrari on the outside at sunset. What a moron. Like, what was I thinking? Tried to capitalize because that Ferrari freaked out with that, seeing that Porsche. Going very slowly.
Sector 2 is now yellow. We can see Lexo and Staffler have binned it. Green flag, sector 2, yellow flag.
I'm trying to keep going just for the sake, but just because one, I'm the only, I'm alone, so I'm not affecting anyone else's race at the moment. And two, because, oh no, DNF is not on the cards.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
The thing is that I'm actually crashing into more immovable objects, which is...
Okay, Steve, the next car is... I can't pronounce the name, mate. Green flag
ruining
in sector
it.
2.
Fuck. Okay, lesson learned. Single... Oh, for pity's sake.
Yellow flag, you're halfway home. Come on, get your head back into it. Keep it smooth. Focus on these lines.
If I focus on these lines...
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I'm gonna ruin my...
we think hiring.
My racing
sector 3 is clear.
Okay. Oh wow, the lack of wing is really...
Yellow flag, watch out.
Oh come on, I can't spin turn it.
Sector 2.
Okay, let's do this. Oops. Oh no. I literally can't turn it.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
There's a combination of suspension damage and wing damage, well, lack of wing. Fuck's sake! Alright, we've got the strat in.
Box in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
$63 seconds. That's definitely a lap gone, combined with the slowing lap. It all started with that person that didn't give me... I perceived he didn't give me space. I don't think... I'm not sure if that's the case. I'll definitely check the replay, since I have that program open that allows me to do that. Well, calling it program is a little bit of a...
That's the new fastest lap for GOT 2.
Yep, that definitely is not helpful.
3. Matteo is now retired.
Oh, that's a position. Hey. Yeah, this is the Le Mans spec, isn't it? Okay, let's get ready, actually.
All done, go.
Okay. Now I have to worry about blue flags, I suppose. But I have been in the pits long enough that I think that might not be relevant, because I'll be probably in the middle of nowhere
Exit looks clear.
compared to the rest of the grid.
Your brakes are cold, be careful.
To anybody thinking why you're keeping going,
Okay, Steve, 5 minutes to go.
because
5 minutes
I'm
left.
no quitter. And if I were a real life racing driver and he was like, oh, I crashed too hard, I'm gonna quit the race. It's like up to the team to decide. And well, considering that in sim racing, damage is usually fixable. There's absolutely zero reason why one should quit. In real life, maybe it's more viable if, you know, the repairs are going to take longer than the race has got left to go. That's an obvious retirement. Oh well. I guess the sim racing gods saw that I did well at Monza and they were like, well, we can't have that. Here's a bad race at Sebring.
Got has crashed. Sector 3 is clear, green
What?
flag.
The leader? Was Gotti was the leader. Who's the leader?
Can't hear you, mate.
Who's the leader?
I don't know.
Fat load of good you are.
Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
To whom? What's the gap behind?
4.6 seconds.
Ah. I don't know how that's the case, but I assume there are cars in the pits. I have no HUD myself, by the way, for anyone who is wondering. What you're seeing on your screen is exclusively for you. I can barely see that in the preview. My stream preview.
Sector 2 is yellow.
And it's so small, it doesn't even matter. The only reason I have the preview is so I can see if elements are on.
They're spun off. The gap to hiring.
And I'm on the right scene.
It's now 16 seconds.
Yeah, but I might lose that position, I suppose. What's the gap ahead?
35 seconds.
Yeah. That takes quite a big fuck up to make on there and to make up for it. For me to be able to make up that ground. And also that involves me not doing this.
Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace.
Sector 1 is miserable. Look, I need to not let this go into my head. Just recover however much I can. But I'm a bit sore about that incident. Again, maybe this is out of turn. Maybe the replay will show that there was no room.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Maybe I was over aggressive. Who knows? Wah. She's feisty. Okay. My trust in my driving has Wow, what a meaningful comment. Someone said noob
One more lap to go.
in chat.
Just done a 2:02.86.
Noob.
Sector 1 is clear.
Hey. Yeah, this car is not for me,
Yellow flag in Sector 2.
I think.
We think...
Maybe I need to
Gons
give it
has
a
gone off.
better
Green
chance
flag,
than I
Sector
have.
2.
Oh yeah,
Gons
leader's
is
gone.
retired.
Former leader. And of course, pole sitter. I am familiar with that because I've actually beaten an esports driver. I think it was Yayovsky. Oh, great. This car drives great, doesn't it? I've now fucked up the rears. Yeah, the tire wear on this thing is absurd. I'll stick to my Porsche. Sounds better anyway. Don't know what's going on there. It's a very slow JMW car. What's the gap behind?
16 seconds.
What's the gap ahead?
3.6 seconds.
Oh, so that guy is the car I'm fighting. And they seem to also like the tires very, very toasty. And very square as well.
P16. That's the end of the race.
That was
We'll get
miserable.
him next time. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Actually, I don't want to be a downer. Like, I did my best. I did get very greedy over there. On my part of the track. Let's hope this wasn't too much of a loss. Because all the contacts with the movables probably did weigh the whole... let the whole side down. Okay, let's see who's the grown-up. Tom Puddle. Oh no. Oh no. I was beaten by a car that didn't even finish the race. Embarrassing. Now let's see. Moment of truth. I'm on bronze 3 now. I am. Spoiler alert, but it's up there. Oh, it was up against a genuine dam. Ellie Huntington, that was like the definition of you were there also, sir. I think it was David that caused the problem. David. But again, I don't want to point fingers before I see the replay. And LMU had a nightmare there. Alright, let's see what happened. Before that crashes the game. Because this replay method is... the current replay method is, for anyone who doesn't know, a bit of a workaround. Okay. Oh, it crashed the game, as I said. It's very unstable. And I'm also noticing that the game is more unstable today than it was yesterday. Because currently it's shown as running on Steam. But the window has disappeared. As you can see from the capture. Or lack thereof. See what it says on... Let me see on the task manager. It's not open on the task manager. It's nowhere. Is Steam being shitty? It refuses to close the game. It is registered that the game has stopped. And it didn't even give me a warning that if I do I stop the game, it will all unsafe data would be gone. The game is not running on my screen. The OBS will catch up eventually. It's taking sweet time though with it though.
Come on, let's go.
Come on, OBS. There it is. Right. Home. Oh, not again. Okay, the replay thing is breaking the game. Worked earlier today. I'll try to load a different replay, see if... this problem is for all the replays, so the system doesn't work. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna... create another dump file. Because the game relaunched, maybe that's the problem.
Come on, let's go.
Come on, let's go. I hate that so much. I'm sorry, but I find these like action racing shots pretty cringeworthy, frankly. At least they got Martin Haven in it. And I think that's actual commentary from a race as well. Please don't do this again. Hey! What? That's the wrong replay. Fuck's sake. I hate this app. For some reason, it always shows the original replay first. Well, this is not this is not for all the replays. Maybe it's the last replay that's buggy. This is like genuinely my very first experience of Le Mans Ultimate. And we're not going to see it because it was foul. I drove like an absolute tit. And it's loading the whole grid as well because this was against AI. And I didn't know you could switch classes off and therefore reduce the grid size. This is a banger of a track though. I mean, Portimao, also the track we're listening to, but Portimao as well. We're gonna be here for ages. Because it's the AI loading times that have established the this game's meme-worthy reputation for the slow loading times. Otherwise, the online loading times are actually fine, in my experience. This is all in vain. Come on. Okay, it's... I don't know. Also, these old replays are broken in terms of the controls. I had one the other day, and it wasn't actually the buttons for the free movement, the free camera, did not work properly, and they also changed unpredictably. So I'm thinking that's because it's the old replays, and they're coming from a different patch, so the game treats them differently. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, and for the love of God, don't crash my game this time, please. Hey. So it was probably because I had stopped the game, started it again, and I didn't refresh the local host or the dump file. So it was basically out of sync with the game. I mean, this is a workaround of the workaround of workarounds. So I'm actually going to post a link on how to do that, because some people might be interested. It's a video by Roy33NL. Roy33, very imaginative name, by the way, Roy. Oh. It's not like that on YouTube. Roy33, there we go. Okay. Videos. Okay. And that copy link address. And that's the video. For anyone interested. This is the exact one I'm using. And it's going out to both chats. That's so cool. I love this feature on this app. All right, watch. And fast forward as much as possible. It's just about what happened there. So I think I'm gonna stick to this camera. I don't know. What happened back there? Oh. I mean, I did nothing wrong there. I'm sorry. I'm sufficient. I mean, they didn't take the apex. I stuck pretty close to it. Like, I don't think I came from far back. It's a pretty reasonable move I made there. Also want to see what happened later with the crash. I want to see what I did wrong. such a shame because I had good pace in this one. Better pace than I had in the first race I did. Yeah. So it was this guy I was fighting against. This, by the way, was my actual pace, right? Okay. When you were watching the stream earlier, the race earlier, I was actually using some slow motion on OBS. This is how fast I was actually going. Okay. So I'm already on the wrong line. The Ferrari's on the right line. Go too wide. Yeah, this could only go this could only go one way. This could only go this way. What annoys me is that if I had... I'm pressing the wrong button, am I not? So at first I destabilized the car by going like this. And you can see that the car is kind of bouncing now. And then I returned to the track like this. Yeah, that was never going to go well. As a matter of inquiry, though, what happened to that Porsche? And end up there. It's Ellie. I sincerely hope she didn't get the Sarah Bovey treatment. Oh, what? Oh, wow. Okay, it wasn't the Sarah Bovey treatment. Now, this race she was 4th? Yeah, 4th. Okay, let's see. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, I want to see her inputs. I wonder if that works. It doesn't. That would be too much to ask. So she gets it sideways there. And then, yeah, and then she corrects it, but it grips up. Ah, I shouldn't be on the throttle there. Oh, no, it was the bent steering. Very courteous behavior there on her end. That's disappointing. She's doing really well, though, considering how broke the car is. She's taking, as you can see, because she's taking multiple stabs at the steering. Oh, did she keep going? Did she keep going with the damage? The damage. That's not smart, frankly. Okay, now she beat it now. I have to say that the visual damage model in this game is not good at all, but I heard somewhere, which could be entirely, trust me bro, but Someone said that the sponsors demanded that their decals are always visible. Which is probably why the much more is so lackluster visually. Our Factor 2 is definitely better on that front. It's not good, but it's not. It's better. What? What was that spin from the camera? I didn't press anything. She seemed like a decent peddler as well. That was like a lapse of judgment that was extremely costly. But, you know, Sebring giveth, Sebring taketh. You know the drill. I like how the camera does that little spin turn thing by itself. To add drama, I suppose. Did she make that position at the very end? I wonder. So the line is... Yeah, she made the pass. What did that JMW car do? It was a lap ahead, so she didn't get the position at the end of the day. Very slow. My car is very crunched. Yeah, and it's weaving, so it means that the suspension is broken. I wonder what happened. Oh. Okay, no. Instant has already happened. Must have happened on the last lap. Or else this person is not very smart by... Yeah, I think that's why it happened. Bounced or killed is the question. Oh, it's already booked. That looks like a traction zone faux pas. That looks like a traction zone faux pas. It already has some damage at the front. Oh yeah, major skill issue there. But typical for the Ferrari, I'll be honest. I'm not above that. And now the steering is too far gone. I don't know what happened earlier. I'm milking this a little bit, but I want to see genuinely what happened, because I want to learn from other people's mistakes as well as my own. Like I learned, do not go off track at T1. Radical new information, I know, but... You know what? I don't think that's interesting enough. Okay, it's not a crash. All right. Hold on. Let's skip the cutscene here so I don't annoy you with that.
Come on, let's go.
All right. So that's that for today. And potentially for the week. Now, I'll be in an LMP3 league coming up starting on Monday, hosted by Mr. Git. Unfortunately, that league is an LMP3 on Assetto Corsa, and we will be going to a variety of tracks that some of which I've never heard of before, and a couple of them are even fictional. But they were surprisingly decent, so there's that. Now, there will be a test race on Sunday, but I don't know if I'm going to make it because of work in the first place. So I can't guarantee anything. But if that stream's gonna happen, it's a 20-minute race. I don't even think if it's worth the time to do that. But we never know. What's for sure is I will be streaming on Monday that race 7:30 p.m. UTC, and then for the rest of the week, I'll be doing more Le Mans Ultimate, and I also have to start practicing eventually for the SRM, the next SRM event, which is a rally event on Richard-Benz Rally. That's on April 10th, but considering my lack of skill, I need to get a head start and get my head into it, because I noticed that when I'm going from circuit racing to rally racing, I treat rallying like circuit racing, which it absolutely isn't, and end up doing badly. So I want to stop doing that. I want to get good, and to get good, I have to practice. So that's that. That's the situation there. Okay, let's see what we're going to raid now. Nilski is on. I don't see anyone else on Le Mans Ultimate that I'm following. Emphasis, anyone that I'm watching. Most of the people that are on right now, I don't want to go to random streamers. I'm just going to go to a person I know. I'm going to go to Nilski, and I will see you on Monday. Let's just start the raid before I sign off, because that's easier said than done. That's whatever. Thanks for watching. Good night.